And we are all, guys, back your ass up. Yo, why you so, yo, thank you. Use my close to the camera for a second, bro. Anyway, we are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. You know what I'm saying? It is the Big Six Brunch Show, whatever you guys want to call it. Big up the Never FR Raid as well. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Before you start, whether you're watching this now, watching this back, do two things. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you smash the like button, and also subscribe to Never FR as well. Make sure to support the guys. I believe we are about 30, just under 30 subscribers away from 7.2k. So let's get there. Let's subscribe, let's support, and let's keep it stepping. You know what I'm saying? A lot to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, just, you know, Prem predictions. It's only the Premier League that's back. You know, it's only the Premier League, you know. So, ROMZ, you're on mute, by the way.
I just want to say something that KAS said last stream, which is spot on. I'm going to stop this pause thing because one, it's getting out of hand, and two, it just ruins the flow, bro. Like, someone will be explaining something in depth, someone say pause, and everyone starts. So I'm putting that out there. I'm done with the pause stuff. But other than that,
pause. You said you're putting it out there. Pause.
Oh my god!
See
what I mean? It just stops the flow of things. But listen, it's Friday. The Prem's back. Listen, let's attack the weekend, innit?
No, I hear it. I hear it. I mean, game week, what, 14 or 13? Is it 13 or 14?
14.
Which game week is it this week?
14. Actually, I don't even know. 13 or 14.
Is it game week 14? Hey, that is lazy.
You're on mute.
Yeah, it must be game week. It has to be 14 because 13 games are played.
Yeah. It's game week 14. It's game week 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even talking about the pause thing anyway. It would probably never stop.
I know Ty hates it. Ty hates it because he gets it the worst. He'll be explaining something, ruins the whole thing.
Do you have to even change your own vocab, like, to make sure it doesn't sound free? You know what I mean? It's just
like, I mean, I'm thinking about what I say, and I'm still getting caught. It's dead now. One person that's gonna carry on those daps, I could tell. Daps ain't gonna allow it.
That's how I found out about it in the first place. I was like, what is this?
Him and Troops, to be fair. Troops had been saying it from earlier as well.
Troops, yeah. Troops is, I don't know what you want to call it, man. He's the pause general, like, of the UK.
Bro, pause is a thing. Pause is from before our time, like.
It's been like 20 years ago, like 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's before our time.
But it's an American thing.
I do hear it.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? But big up Ty as well in the chat as well. You guys, Monts, FPL, chat to me after. I'm rooting for you, bro. Hey. Again,
you know, Ty's not actually rooting for you.
By the way, Monts has got Maguire and Dalot in the thing, in it, yeah. So, boy, he might have a failed FPL this week.
That's what I said to him. It was going so well, Monts, and credit to you, you're top. But this weekend here, nah.
Yeah, he's coming out goal.
Unless one of them
man, acting like I don't have a bench. It's cute. Anyway,
yeah, your bench ain't that good, G.
Oh, yeah, you got Lascelles,
all my days. Wait, you said I can have one free transfer per week, innit?
You probably have two, Kaz, because you've not been using them, so you probably have 2 free transfers.
Yeah, calm. Yeah, I'm eating still.
Oh, wow.
I'm eating. Alvarez, you know, I'm not even bringing Alvarez out. He's gonna eat.
Same. That's the one I was gonna gain.
I'm gonna captain him or Mbuemo, one or the other.
Yeah, interesting. I can't wait to see how this week turns out. And then another week where I'm at the top and you guys are like, oh, man.
What do you mean? It was only a few weeks. It was only like 3 weeks ago where you were stressing, G.
Yeah, and that's what
I'm gonna say with Chessmont. I get more points than you this particular game week. I can feel it. I'll get more points than you. You'll still be top, obviously.
Nah,
I won't get enough.
Your differentials aren't good enough to get better points than you. So
We'll see.
If Liverpool get a cleanie, I have 2 Liverpool defenders.
I can't lie, Monts, yeah. I'm not even gonna hate on this thing. Monts, yeah. Trent is. Oh my! When I say Trent is, like, the one time I take out Trent and he has him in, yeah, because I took him out, yeah, because he wasn't performing right now. I couldn't be asked.
You didn't return in like 5 weeks in a row.
Yeah, he's been returning for him, and he's been getting Man United clean sheets 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, I can't lie. Monsters thing is, yeah, he's been going. He's been going.
No, I'll be honest. It was the Doku one.
And I would have said,
the Doku one when he got like 63 points or some bullshit.
I was the only one with Doku that week in it, so that's like
that. And you know, you deep down know that's how you leapfrog everyone. It was that game because no one else had him. No, you know it. No one else had him.
Yeah, man, and Ty as well. Ty, Ty. You know what? Ty relies on Haaland. G. Like, I can't lie. I don't rate anyone that's got FPL and has got Haaland in their thing. Don't care. Don't rate you because you can't win otherwise. I'm gonna prove it differently, innit? Don't need Haaland to win the FPL.
Well, you learn the hard way. You'll learn the hard.
Exactly. That's what I'm gonna say. You learn the hard. KAS, because KAS, if he scores like 4 goals in a game and everyone's captaining him and you haven't, you're just gonna get left.
Yeah, you're done. All your hard work undone.
Yeah, when no one wants to return for KDB, and I'll put him back because I started with KDB in my team in it. Yeah, he'll be back in soon. Don't worry, I'll be eating, and I don't need no Haaland.
Anyway, I don't know.
It's like putting Ronaldo in your Ultimate team, bro. Allow it.
No, Monts, I can't lie. Quick segment. We should actually have an FPL segment. You know, every Friday I'll say, because it's head of the game week. I say we have an FPL segment.
Yeah. Look, man are saying apparently I'm watching YouTube videos. You see the hate? The hate's crazy.
No, you know, all my days, yeah. I know we want to talk about the games quick, yeah. I know we want to talk about the games, yeah.
Monts, Idra was on that. I don't care if you're watching Idra. Idra was on that.
Ty came. I remember Ty, came off the top spot, and he was like, I don't know if I want to do FPL anymore. Like, I'm kind of done with it.
And then the next week he's trying to.
Yeah. It's just getting long, anyways. And I'm thinking,
that was you as well. First 2 game weeks, you weren't doing that well. Then when you started doing well, you're like, no, ROMZ, this is lit.
No, because I've never been interested. I've never been interested in it. I don't want to. I don't want
your first season, innit?
There's peas on the line, dude. There's peas on the line. So end of the day, like
I don't even know if there are peas on the line like that, but.
Yeah, bro. As I said, I'm so high on all of my tables. You know what I'm saying? Leagues of like 8K, man. I'm like 40th. Like, bro, man. It's just, as I said, catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. That's what I'm saying.
I'm only at 40 points of Monts.
Monts is doing his thing still.
Yeah, I'm like 40 points of Monts. Yeah, a strong 47 points, I think it is, or something like that. It's jarring still. I can't lie.
You can catch him quite easily. If you just have a differential, you can catch him.
Wait, 47. No, you're on 767. I'm on 823. You're about 60 something points.
Oh yeah, they're a strong 6. Yeah, but one game we can change all of that though.
Kismet, to answer Kismet's question, this is where you have to play with no sentiment, but I do. Sorry, you have to play with logic and not bias. But I have no United players, bro. None. None.
Yeah, and I haven't had all season. Salah might have to come out. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it.
Anyway, guys, let's get back to the football. We've got 100 people in the house right now, so make sure you guys are smashing the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing as well. There's a few things I kind of want to talk about straight away, and that is, of course, Man City versus we're talking about United versus Newcastle. Newcastle versus United, whatever way you want to put it. Ty, I know it was fun. It was fun talking about FPL, but now let's talk about United. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get serious with it now. You know what I'm saying? Newcastle away, the one fixture a lot of people don't like. You know, losing over there at St. James's. Can't relate this season, personally. Can't relate.
Can't relate in a long time, Monts. Our record's been good for quite a while.
Pop them last year as well. Pop them last year, I'm saying. Done a double on them, man. You know what I'm saying?
And the year before. And the year before.
You know what I'm saying? But how confident are you feeling in that game, KAS? Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you lot can get a draw. My prediction obviously was a draw, and a lot of people think Newcastle, again, smoke settings, isn't it? Do you generally think Newcastle smoke you, man, or do you think you get the result? Just to kind of.
It's gonna go either 2 ways. Yeah, we get a disgusting, horrible 1-0 win, which is I'm absolutely hoping for, inshallah. All of that, or we're gonna get hurt. It's one or the other. There's no in between. I don't think so. Anyways, it's just Newcastle. Look, I think they spent a lot of energy in the Chelsea and PSG game defending, and I think that does take a toll when you do defend for your lives. But at the same time, Newcastle just have this gear when it comes to top teams. Maybe if it was against somebody else, name me some Brighton or something like that, it might be. Particularly, it might be a draw or something like that. But when it comes to big games, like Newcastle love them, bro. They get their second win, FIFA 23 settings. You know what I'm saying? Like they get that burst of energy. So, and it's like Man United's performance are so inconsistent, regardless of defense and everything like that. You can't help but think about the Champions League form as well, because I think it does account to it. But that makes me think, how shored up is Ten Hag gonna be in his approach when it comes to the weekend? And I think that's where it does come more tight-knit. I don't see us conceding a brand of goals again after what we just saw in the Champions League. I think it's going to be a really back and forth game, and it's about, again, it depends how high that he wants to play that back line, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. With Maguire against an Isaac and all that, look, it's going to be difficult. We're going to really have to rely on our fullbacks. Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, if they do play, which I do hope, it's going to have to be pinpoint. You know what I mean? You have to finish everything you find.
You know how you were saying, just Newcastle have this thing against the big team. Correct me if I'm wrong, you two, even in the chat. Other than us, have they even dropped points at St. James's? I swear we're the only team they've dropped points. I think it's just St. James in general that they're just cold. Obviously, excluding Dortmund, because I can't lie, Dortmund smoked them. But excluding us in the league, I think they've not even drawn at home, have they? Off the top of my head. So I just think they're forced to be reckoned with when they're at St. James Park. It's mad. It's a mad place to go to. And even when we won there, they did bop us. So you just have to have it right. They bopped us. But I think you're right, because I have a feeling it's either tight or they just smash you. There's no in between. No in between at all.
Yeah, because I know they've only drawn twice this season, Newcastle, and Man United haven't drawn at all. And the last thing you need is another loss. Like, you got 8 wins and we got 5 losses. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'll take a draw. Like, as much as it is St. James Park. Again, this is why I say you have to respect some oppositions. The same way I'll take a draw at Anfield or Etihad or something, it's the same way I'll take at Newcastle. Because we do even before the money, we kind of struggled against Newcastle going to their gaff. So it's not unknown whatsoever. There's history between it. St. James Park. The thing is, I can say about this team though, I don't think atmosphere bothers them too much. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think Man United, like, after this welcome to hell bollocks, I don't think it really cares about that. And I think that's something that's been kind of not being spoken about whatsoever. So they can be as loud as they need to be. It's just that, is Man United going to fold? You know, again, I look at it like this. The only way Man United lose, like most games, is if it's down to Man United, not down to Newcastle. Sorry, like, as much as you want to call it. When it came to even Man City, like, if you want to call it, we hurt ourselves. We shot ourselves in the foot, bro. But they would have still probably beat us. Again, we can talk about loads of losses. Crystal Palace, I think we got hard done by. Got ourselves to blame. Onana himself to blame for some of these Brentford goal. Who else have we lost to this season? Brighton. That's ourselves. We should have buried Brighton in the first half, in the first 20 minutes.
Me and you were watching that still, and even I was like,
we could have got 2 goals just like that. Hojlund or whatever it may have been, whether the ball's crossed the line or not. That's the difference. And then when we don't score, it's like the second half. I think it starts creeping into these players. Are we going to score? Are we ever going to get a goal? And that's where it's been kind of hurting us. So that's the way I kind of view it. But I can't knock Newcastle, man. The way they press, it's Man United's weakness. Simple as that. High press kill us. Maybe Kobe might be the difference. That's why I said. That's why I rate Kobe.
He has to start. He has to start. He has to start this game, in my opinion.
McTominay has to play. I never usually say this. Have to match Joe Linton physicality, bro. You know, no matter what. Bruno Fernandes, he's the only. Have to start that midfield in it, but I can't stand this.
You know what? I have to start giving him a bit more respect, because you know me, I don't rate him, but he just has that moment out of anywhere, Kaz. He just does. He proved it against Galatasaray. Proved it against. Was it Burnley where he scored He scored on the volley. I think it was Burnley away, isn't it?
It's not.
Yeah, it's not about the moment. It's what he contributes in the overall performance, which kind of annoys me. Like,
Bro, I hear that. That's why I don't rate him, because of his overall performances. And I think consistently he doesn't give enough overall, but he still has that moment. That's it, Fulham. That's the game, Fulham. He has that moment where he can turn the game on its head.
I think Hojlund scores. The only reason being is because the way James Lascelles plays, by the way.
Look at
do you remember?
By the way, no, it's not like that. Look, our whole front three scored last game, yeah. And I think Martial might prove to be decent in this game if he was to start. But the way Lascelles plays, he's a front foot defender. And he does commit a lot of fouls. Like, people forget this.
It reminds me a bit of Kanate.
Fabian Shaw is obviously, as much as the glue, but Lascelles is 100,000,000% got that mistake in him that could really help us. This is why I think the way Hojlund plays back to goal and trying to roll him when he does the front foot thing, that's where I see Man United getting a bit of joy. That part of the game is getting to Hojlund's feet. It's the 1-2 round Lascelles, because if it was Botman, you'd find. I don't think he would ever. If Botman is back, we're not winning this game whatsoever. Because they'll just allow him to have the ball. They don't care. And let Joe Linton press the shit out of him. Simple as that. We're lucky midfield options. Lucky.
Just back on Fernandes, innit? Like, people hate when I say this, innit? But Fernandes is a player who, again, all the ability in the world. I've seen him play passes that Pogba can play. I've seen him play passes that KDB can play. I've seen him play passes that Trent can play. I've seen him do it with the outside of his boot. numerous times. He scored screamers on screamers on screamers. He's got a catalogue of screamers. Yeah. So when we talk about his ability can be as good as anyone's. However, his application is on the other side of the spectrum. It's on the the complete other side of the spectrum. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference between a player who has 8 out of 10 ability, but 2 out of 10 application, and there's a player who has maybe 7 out of 10 ability and 7 out of 10 and 9 out of 10 application. That is what like, so basically, so for Fernandes, when it's time to simplify his game or to complicate his game, he's always tried to complicate the game. Always. So therefore, when you're always trying to prove I can play the worldly pass, I can score the bangers, I can do this, I can do that, you're just taking away from.
You know what though? I'm gonna agree with you 10 million %, bro. You know I hate Bruno. I can't wait for him to dip out this team anyways. But right now, if we say the last 2 games, even the Everton game, even the game against Galatasaray, I wanted him to be more involved, but we didn't. I don't think we really gave it enough to the DM to give to him to pass off. He was actually really good. Like, he simplified his game at how I saw it last year, which gave me a little bit of hope, innit? Rashford didn't play, by the way. Rashford's fully rested, by the way, fully rested. So he should be gearing to go. Your Trippier should be knackered. They're down to their bare bones with fullbacks. Bar Lewis Hall now, he can play. So you got to use it to your advantage, man. Look, if there's any sort of game that Bruno will thrive in, if it's going to be counter-attacking, it has to be this game.
I do hear it.
It has to be.
Kaz, you said something proper like going into this game.
I always do.
At
Man.
first,
don't worry.
When you said, Newcastle are going to be a bit more knackered because they went away, I was like, 1 minute, but you went away as well. But like you said, it's playing style that's key. You lot weren't defending like that. That was just a basketball game where they were having to defend 24/7. So they probably have a bit of fatigue. But I think the 12th man itself just gives them that extra.
It does, man. It's something special.
They have an extra day.
But then you can say the minus it's the same thing. Not yes and no. It kind of works both ways.
They travel the next day, innit?
Yeah, it kind of works both ways either way. But I hear it from your last game to that game. It still applies. The way I look at it, Newcastle have a special stadium in it, like a special atmosphere, shall I say? And it's been like that for years, bro. There is that 12th man. Mike actually sucked all of that out. No pause, by the way, none. He sucked all the atmosphere out. Yeah, he sucked all of that out. Oh, you know what? That is a pause. Don't care. But they have this ability it's like Atletico Madrid Stadium, bro. Like, you know, when it's just that extra bit of second wind that can come from a crowd. You only find that in certain stadiums. Anfield. No, I wouldn't even. You can say sometimes at Old Trafford. More time it can be a library though. Anfield.
I was going to say Old Trafford once upon a time. I wouldn't say of.
Yeah. You can even probably say Crystal Palace even at one point. There's some atmospheres you just can't knock.
No way you can say as well. I won't beat these allegations, but the Emirates, let's have it right. It got them over the line. Not all of last season, but at points last season still.
Don't you dare ever say that, Library, ever in your entire career. We know you're an Arsenal fan. I'm not even trying to hate you. That atmosphere is nothing like. They need an Ashburn army to get their flipping their atmosphere going.
Kaz, it's a bit disingenuous. Last season, you telling me last season when they were going 1-0, 2-0 down, Emirates was roaring, then they'll just win the game. I mean at the start, not to the latter stages, because Southampton, Brighton.
They will be bare chest. It's snowing, G. They're gonna have tops up. They're gonna have skins and shirts, bro, all day long.
I'm dead. Tierney, actually, he's not even there anymore. But you see Tierney when he comes out in a vest and shorts and it's snowing, bro. He's a madman.
Maybe the ball can freeze into Nana's hands rather than it slipping, man. Because boy, yeah, long day, man. I don't know, man. I tried to give different points.
Here's a question: Does Onana become the mentality monster and again put in a good performance in this Newcastle game? Do you think, or do you think he kind of crumbles mentally? And it's called sort of, and it's a big risk of letting you guys down.
I don't know. You want to put this on? I can't lie. I've seen it before, and he's done it twice already. So why not the third time? The next game he typically does play quite well.
Because like we were saying,
he's been all right in the last 5 games. So why not?
Like we were saying yesterday, Monch. Yeah. Normally when a player, you can't even say he's in bad form because it was just his last game. But cool, when you have a howler in that. Normally, you want to prove it. You want to get it right the next game and kind of play away. Yeah, I can't say play away out of form, but
ROMZ, he's trying too hard. Sorry, he's trying. Like my thing with Onana is that Yeah, cool. He's been shit, but he's not actually shit. Like he's just playing really, really, really bad. But the thing is,
MONTS, that's what I thought. He might actually
trying,
just be shit, bro.
Yeah, he might just be shit, to be fair. But he's trying too hard. Like, you know, like the whole pre-judging before the player even shoots, or, you know, you're trying to, like, even when he's making the diving saves, I think Flex was saying it don't even look right when he makes the mad saves. It don't even look right.
It's like camera saves, isn't it?
Yeah, he's trying too hard to prove something because he's started himself at such a low level when he's walked into Man United, even at pre-season, halfway line, falling into his own net and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think he needs to just simplify things and go back to the basics. Someone needs to tell him to simplify his game. Just simplify it, bro. And then I feel like things will be a lot easier. Try and make the save as the player shoots. Don't do this pre-judging BS. None of that.
Can I just put a claimer in here? He's got nothing to do with this slightly. Points per game in 2023 alone, Man United and Liverpool are joint 4th, Chelsea are 17th.
Chelsea just have the one, innit? It just says what?
Yeah. You got Bulls and Everton first above them. I just see it now. I just thought, wait, what's going on here?
What points per game for what?
Just in 2023, the average point is 1. 2024, we're in November. No, we're in the 1st of December.
Wow.
That's crazy, you know.
1 point per game. There's 152 people in the house right now, and we are sitting on about 50 likes. So make sure what you're doing now is smashing the like button. Let's try and get to at least 100 likes. That is the goal today. It's a slightly shorter stream. So that's 100 likes. Guys, I would ask you guys to get creative, but we're going to save that. We're going to save that for now. I know you guys are raring to go. I know you don't got your notepads and pens ready to get creative on his name, but, you know, we'll wait for a second. Will Hojlund get his first GA? Will it happen? Will this be the day? Well, will tomorrow be the day?
I said this against Sheffield, didn't it?
Will Hojlund get his first?
I think he does. I think he does. And I think it's going to be.
Said that to me? You said that.
Actually, no. To be honest, I don't think I've actually said it this season.
I said it once. Sheffield. I said Sheffield.
Sheffield, you said it.
I said it. I think he must get a goal against Fulham or something like that. But I don't remember really. Like, it's, you know what it is. It's such a frustrating thing because he's been ruled out like 3-4 goals in a Premier already.
Yeah, man.
But his overall play, we all know he's a good player. That's the thing. He's actually.
You're right.
He's actually good, G. Right. Like, you can't look at the guy and say he's all right. That's just.
Do you think he's better than Do you think he's better than Nunes? I want your opinion on this.
No, he's not better than Nunes.
I swear he's already said it this season. Definitely better. No, he's not as effective as Nunes. He's probably a better football player than Nunes. Not as effective.
Yeah, he's a better footballer than Nunes, but he's not. But
that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
But bro's not like he's not like a specialist in his all right. He's not like a specialist.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
So hold on. It's not hard to be a better footballer than Nunes. It's not hard.
Yeah, I'm not. But I'm not gonna. I'm not. On the same time though, I'm not gonna knock that he's 3 years younger than the brother, and also he is got the most goals in the Champions League. Like, we can see the brother finish. He's been disallowed goals. Like you think, like, how has that been disallowed? I think he's been hard done by a little bit, but there's definitely a player in there. His link up play is quite good. He's tall.
I wish he were there.
You know what I don't understand? You know what I don't understand? When a tall player is not that good in the air. I don't understand it.
Then you get Jota and Cahill that are like 5 foot. They're midgets. They just have cold heading ability. It's crazy.
Yeah. They read the game. It's like they just read it. Their Jota in the air is a joke, by the way. I
was gonna say, I wish you were there. Yeah, when me and Kaz were watching United Brighton, when Hojlund scored, this guy got up and ran in the kitchen. Was it his day, like his full home debut goal? I think it was.
It was the one that went out of play, innit? When it went out.
The one I didn't actually go out of play. Yeah, that one.
You know why that's so funny? You know why that's so funny? Because that's how I know deep down these men are. They say, "Oh, you know what? Like, if we're playing well and he doesn't score, like, I don't mind. Like, it's not actually that bad."
No says that.
Hold on. I guarantee these men are creaming for a Hojlund goal. They are itching.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Listen,
I wanted to score more than anyone.
Capital letters in the GC. I'm gonna hear Ty going, "Bruce." You know, when Ty does all that, bro, come on, man.
You know what? I'm not going to be. I'm not even going to be.
Monts, you know what it is? See, Monts, yeah, Monts is just like he's half miserable. You know, like, honestly, like, See this brother, he just doesn't like joy from any other rivals. You can't celebrate. Oh, you can't do this. He's probably the same brother. He's probably the same brother. Yeah, he's probably does like big up Northside. He's like Northside. When Nunes scores, he's got a straight face.
I believe that too. When Nunes scores, I feel like Monts don't celebrate. Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie because I remember Carney, you were gas.
Bro, it's not even that. I've been on watch-alongs when Nunes has scored. So that's Nunes. I celebrate Nunes in the Community Shield. Bro, I got celebrating Nunes' goals.
Anyways, man. Yeah, I forgot you be marking, but
that's when you didn't. That's when you weren't too sure of him. You hadn't seen enough of him. The sample size was.
What about his goal against Madrid? I've done watch along.
I lost my voice. I lost my voice. Still, pause. But I said I was saying it, but I lost my voice.
Bro, I've been celebrating Nunes goals. I'm not the celebration police. I'm just saying. Like United fans act like will act like it's not that deep that he don't score, and then when he scores,
it is. There's some games. No, it is. Don't do that because I think I've seen bare criticism.
I'm gonna be honest, Monch. Yeah, I'm not even gonna be shameless here. I think Hojlund's that type of striker. When the first one goes in, it's gonna be a domino effect. I think he will start scoring consecutively.
Whether United win games, that's usually how it goes in most strikers. To be fair,
he don't score 9 goals this season. He gets 8 goals this season.
I don't care. As long as one of them goals are against you, I don't give a fuck.
He gets 8 goals this season.
I don't care.
In the Premier.
But yeah, man.
If there's a thing where I can say under 9.5.
I'm going to go bang on 10. Months. I'm going to go bang on 10.
I'll take it. I'll take it. No, not really. He's already got like 7 in the Champions League. I'll take 10 in the Prem. Not a bad return, is it? Still got a game to go, to be fair. Guy's a full-time hater, bruv.
Whatever.
Anyway, as a hater, man.
Just make sure this Rasmus kid puts the ball in the net, bro. That's all. I ain't asking for much. I'm actually not asking for much, you know. Like, even if he had 2 goals, I'll be like, you know what? Decent all-round game. Got a couple of goals. Man, ain't even got 1.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not okay. It's only okay because it's your player. It's not okay. It's not okay.
You know what? If he contributes for us winning, like this is why I never criticize man like Firmino at times and stuff like that, or Jesus. Wait, hold on. He's had years. When there's an overall contribution to you winning a game, it doesn't matter if you haven't scored, as long as you contribute, whether it's the pre-assist or an assist or over, even just the attack on the goal.
That's why I don't get on to Grealish. That's why I'll never get on to Grealish.
Yeah, exactly. This is why. No. One second. Let me land, yeah. In the striker position right now for him, he's doing a lot of the work that I think our midfielders should be doing in terms of controlling the game. And I don't think hold up should be his game anyways. But I'm not going to criticize a 20-year-old right now. Remember, he's 20 years old. Right now, if he's affecting overall, bro, it will come. The goals will come when it needs to come for me. When to criticize after he's I don't mind it because guess what? We've been suffering without a number 9 that can even hold up the ball and not break down and go to the hospital after every 2 minutes. So I don't mind it.
Stop bringing up his age because when you talk about Kobe Mainoo, no one talks about his fucking age. So stop talking.
What do you mean? It's his first, bro. He ain't played no. Compared to Hojlund, Hojlund's already had.
Kobe Mainoo has played one senior game. One. He started 1 game.
So what?
1 game.
I'm gonna be real with you,
Hojlund had a year of men's football.
I don't care. No one's talking about Kobe Mainoo. Like, bro. Again, the age.
When it comes to strikers, we always talk about age. By the way, always because it's not the same brother that was talking about age. Liverpool fans. No, wait. You at the start. No, wait.
How old is Jackson?
Brother's like 22, 23. 22. He's 2 years older. He's paying for Villarreal week in, week out. Wait, one second.
Hate on him is way worse.
What's it got to do with Kobe? What's it got to do with Kobe?
No, I'm talking about you spoke about age of strikers, yeah? And everyone for Hojlund, it's like, oh, he's young. Oh, leave him alone. Oh, he's young. Please. I want. By the way, yeah. It's no, he's shit. Get us another striker.
By the way, yeah. When you're 20 years old, yeah, good luck trying to bag a 23, 24-year-old unless you've got serious game. But when you're 22 years old, guess what? You've got more of a chance. Even though they might look at you as a baby boy, you don't need as much game because you know what? It's not that bad. Bro, it's the same thing. 2 years in difference of development when you just turn adult, bro, is different, G. So now you're the only one that's saying that. Same guy who was probably, I actually remember at the start of the season, bro, when Nunes was missing and he was on his case, he was talking about man's age, bro. Oh, he's only 22. Allow it.
Allow it.
2022, Lau. No, not at the start. You didn't. Not at the start. You didn't.
Kaz, I think that was me. That word, Monts has been consistent.
Nah,
Monts
man,
has always been on Nunes. Always, bro. He's never mentioned age.
If it's echo chambers or not, it's the whole point. 20 years old is different to 22 and 23 years old, G, when you've already had 1 or 2 years of men's football anyways. So that's why I'm never going to go into it.
Monts, you have to add context to this as well. Kobe Mano is a centre midfielder, bro. The most pressure is on the striker. Being a striker has a position that has the most pressure.
I'm speaking about Jackson. I think you speak
about Hojlund. Wait, when did you change to Jackson? I thought you speak about Hojlund, bro.
When Kaz said, for strikers it's different, I said, okay, then
different.
what about Jackson? Because the pressure Jackson is on at Chelsea is different to the excuses Jackson is getting. He ain't getting.
Again, I think the striker situation. He's had way more men's football, and 2, brother's like 2 years older. G. He's had more games. He's had all more. You know the same thing that Don was talking about. He's had, when he's already had men's football. Remember that old one, that old.
And you know what? Yeah. And you know what? I hate sticking up for United, but bro, Jackson's had more clear-cut chances created for him. Hojlund hasn't had as much. You have to be honest, man. So I feel like that's why people are more on Jackson as well.
Bro, Jackson has 6 Premier League goals and has a Premier League hat-trick. I understand more chances have been created for him, but Hojlund has also created chances. Why are we acting like
Hojlund has shameless? You're being so shameless because Monts, you know why you're being shameless? Let me tell you why. 60% might even be more if Jackson's goals came in one game against 9 men and a high line. Come on now, bro. Come on.
I understand that. But again, look how many games Hojlund has played in games he should have scored. He should have scored. Bro, man don't have 1 goal. Now, even if Hojlund had 2 goals. And
I agree with you. It's not.
Hold on. If Jackson had 6, let's say Jackson has 7. Let's say he has the 6 goals that he has. Yeah. And Hojlund has 2 goals. Even 3. I'll hear it. I wouldn't even say anything. Man has 0 goals and not.
So when I start when I start talking about man like Harvey Elliott, this guy, when I start calling Harvey Elliott a fraud and shit. Let me land.
Let me land. And remember, Rasmus Hojlund cost £74 million. They are a similar age, and also
was it 74?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It hasn't. No, it wasn't. Overall, if we want to do bonuses, the thing that you don't like when I talk about Nunes, he's nowhere near.
What was the base? What was the base, Kaz? What was the
60 million. That's 60 million, G.
Regardless, bro.
So the same one when we talk about age, but the same guy that wants to defend Harvey Elliott last year, same brother that wanted to defend Carvalho last year as well. Not you, by the way. ROMZ. But you and Harvey Elliott have this mixing potion that you want to defend. Allow him, G. He's 19, he's 20, and all this kind of stuff. But when it comes to Hojlund, no, he's not allowed to. Even though Harvey Elliott put in stinkers last year, and other than his deflected goal against Wolves and all this bollocks, But when it comes to now, come on, man, it's the same process. It's the same thing.
Start for Liverpool. He is not brought in to be a starter. He is not good enough. So please put the goal.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You want to talk about age? You said age. You didn't say anything. No, Monts. Okay. See, this is where I like catching you out here. You didn't. Your context sometimes, You don't add no full context. You specifically said the only thing you said is age. You said age, not about squad player or nothing like that. Age. ROMZ, please, I know you're a Liverpool fan, but did he not talk about age?
I can't lie, much he did. That's what I was thinking, bro. You did, bro. It's an age thing. Even listen, remember me and you were debating started last season, Harvey Elliott and Carvalho and you were using the age thing as well. Like, bro, he's still young. You've never said he's a starter, correct? You've never said he's a starter, but you're like, oh, he's young. Maybe there's time for him to break into the team. You were screaming this as well, so you have to keep the same energy, bro.
If you provided a different argument at the start, it would be different.
The word context is clearly flown out of everyone's heads today. Clearly, that's what the word context says. Because at the end of the day, you're talking about a starter who cost 74 million. I'm talking about a squad player who we bought.
It doesn't matter. You didn't say that at the start.
I don't have to say it, bro. Context is context. Not everything has to be said. When I'm talking about context, bro, this is what I mean. I spoke about when we're talking about age, it's used as an excuse for a 74 million pound striker.
72 overall, but go on if you want to do overall.
Anyway, my point is he's young, yes, but when it comes to other signings and other age groups and other players, age ain't an excuse. Jackson don't get the age excuse. Jackson don't get the age.
Either way, he's 2 years old. Once he's 2 years older, and he's had an abundance of chances in the Premier League. Yeah, Hojlund has buried. You know what is you can cuss him in the Premier League a little bit, but we could say a few of those games, Man United have been limited for one, and when it comes down to the Champions League, he's finished. If you like or not,
and that's why
Bayern, Copenhagen, Galatasaray, name it, bruv. So that's how you can say whatever you want to call it, whatever teams you want to call it against. He's bagged against top teams. So that's as much as I need to know about. Premier League, what you want. Why I say Elliot as age, by the way, I'm not getting on Taylor because this is why I say, look, he's had a couple seasons. He had a little bit more game time last year, and this year he's been used as the impact sub, and he's balling out. I've been praising Harvey Elliott this season. I'm not trying to get onto him. I'm just saying the only point is, I said you've only mentioned age, not if he's a star or anything like that. But the whole point is, you don't really get onto youngers. That's what I'm saying. You don't get onto youngers when they're that age. They just come out. They just come out of teenage, bro. The whole point, they just stop being teenagers, not grown men for 4 years.
Bro, you know, what
was you doing, man, when you were 22? I know what I was doing at 22. I was a wing back bagging bare goals and shit, fam. But I don't know what to do about my age, man.
Let anyone else sign a striker for that price and have 0 goals and 0 assists in the Premier League as a starter. Man are getting onto it. They're getting
20 years old, G.
Because he's 20. Because, bro, I don't.
Yeah, exactly. You don't.
But then you know why you're being disingenuous again? Because I swear he missed the first 3-4 games of the season.
He had no preseason. Barely.
Not even preseason. I swear he didn't play the first 2-3 Prem games. I'll be honest, Monts. When it comes to Hojlund, I've seen enough in the Champions League to know that this guy will be a player. That's why I'm not as on him as you. I've seen enough.
No one's saying he's not going to be a player, though. No one's saying.
So what's your point, bro? What's your point? What do you
mean, what's my point? I said
you basically just want him to back. You just want him to back. You just want him to back.
He is a striker.
Fair enough.
Bro, you think Hojlund walks off the pitch and goes, "I didn't score today"? It's not that deep. Strikers are the parameter. They're
He's probably kicking himself. He's probably kicking
himself. Man has 0 goals in 9 games.
I can't lie. Yeah, when it comes to 21, 20, 19-year-olds and all that, I barely get onto players that are that young, G. When they're going like 22, 20, it's not 22 as much, yeah, because I hear it. I think Enzo's even that
24,
young.
I think 24 is when you can't be considered a young player.
Not even that, yeah. No, because the whole PFA thing and all that kind of stuff is literally 23 and younger, innit? Yeah, I hear it. But when you're 22 and you've had plenty of men's football and above, I can start getting onto you, bruv. You get what I mean? I understand it. But for me, I can start getting onto a player when they've been a little bit prime, 22, 23, especially 24. I don't want to hear about that, man. But I'm just saying like that. At that point, I will start criticizing.
1 goal. I'm not asking Hojlund to score 30 goals. I'm not asking to
I didn't, but it wasn't the argument. It wasn't the argument.
Score a goal.
You know what's bad? You know what's bad as well? You know what's Hojlund bags, Kaz? What's going to be like? Alright, cool. Do it again now. Carry on doing it.
Yeah, I know. It's no point.
My point, as I said, and I've said this 4 times now, I don't need him to be, even if he had 2 goals, bro, even if he had 2 Premier League goals, you wouldn't be hearing this from me.
You know what it is, yeah. When it comes to young strikers, we always when it comes to young strikers, yeah. Wait, what happened?
FJT. Less of the
that's a bit mad.
Stop throwing that word around.
I know what he's responding to, but you don't need to keep saying it.
Yeah. Stop throwing the word in there. That's the last warning. If I see it one more time, then you're done. You're done. Still.
The way I look at it, yeah, when it comes to strikers that are young compared to like a centre mid, maybe even a fullback as well, is that they're judged so differently. Even goalkeepers, when we talk about young goalkeepers, it's the same thing as young strikers. Look, don't get me wrong. You're going to get bad boy young strikers that just hit the ground running just like that. They're involved in good teams. Alvarez, for instance, etc., right? Calm. Young centre mids typically ball out from get-go anyways, because look at Pedri. It's been the case for how long now? Look at all the young centre mids in the world just balling out. Chouameni, Camavinga, Bellingham, Pedri, even Gavi. Right now, that's why I give it to I'm not going to say it. Like, even give the props to Kobe Mainu and all that. I like Bajcetic. I don't know why people even got onto him. The way Guna Lee got onto him, what is he, like 18, 19? Bro, I like him a lot, bro. Like, they just thrive a lot more than other positions. This is why it's a bit different. When you're 22 years old and you've had about 3 seasons of men's football, I can expect a little bit.
All right. I'll round it up in
it. By the way, Champions League as well, by the way.
At this point, with the teams he's playing, is it okay?
No. Monts, I never said he doesn't deserve criticism, but the way you went about it is like he's absolutely dog shit. He said he's okay in that. Did you not? And you mentioned the age thing. You said he's okay. I don't know. He ain't bagged the goal, but then you're forgetting about what he's also done. It's like to run whatever you want to run.
Listen.
I think he's been hard done by.
I said he's all right. I like his ceiling. I think he's got a good ceiling. I think he's got bags of potential. As of right now, as a goal scorer, especially in the Premier League, I ain't seeing it.
Where it matters, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And I think he's got all right round play, but you lot act like his all-round gameplay is almost that of a Firmino or a Gabriel Jesus or any of these type of guys. It is not. His all-round gameplay is decent. That does not legislate for scoring 0 goals in 9
This is where I have to disagree with you. This is where I have to disagree with you, man. Let me tell you why I disagree with you, yeah?
Hold on. Let me land. I'm sorry. It doesn't legislate and it doesn't correlate for me, in my opinion, because what he's doing off the ball is like what an Awoniyi will do or what a Watkins will do. Them man do the same thing. And yes, they are more seasoned.
Or what a Nunes would do.
Of course. No, not what a Nunes. What Nunes is learning to do, though. What Nunes is learning to do.
Fair.
I have to say that. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, that to me, it doesn't add up. And when it adds up, cool. But I think 009 is not good enough for that price. Yes, he's young, but I'm sorry, he needs to score a goal.
I have to disagree with one thing you said. When you were like, oh, obviously his link up's not as good as a Firmino or Jesus, but I think his link up's very good, Mont. It's the players around him, bro. There's times where his link play very well, and he gets to an Anthony that's doing bullshit, or a Rashford that doesn't know with low IQ, where he doesn't know to take him. Say it again.
I can't even cross into him. Correct.
Exactly. Or you'll take it by line when he should pass him, or when he should shoot, he's passing that. A Rashford with low IQ. It's not actually on Hojlund. If you watch Hojlund, I think his link up play is very underrated, Mont. Obviously, it's not of that elite level yet. He won't get that probably in the next 3-4 years, but I think it's cold. I think it'll be disingenuous to him still.
Anyways, can I wrap it? Anyways, to be fair,
hold on. If
I was just gonna wrap Man United, but yeah.
If I'm not being reactionary, if I'm being reactionary with his goal scoring so far, yeah, can I say you guys are being reactionary about his all-round gameplay then?
Not really, because I've seen his all-round gameplay. It's quite good.
Same, exactly.
He's quite good.
Put yourself in his Monts. Put yourself in his shoes. You've been playing false 9 before the Achilles, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. You've been playing false 9 before the Achilles. If you've brought it down from 40 yards, you've beat a man, and you've beat a man, and then that's a pause, and then you've played it left or right to your wingers, and they're doing bullshit with it. How are you gonna? Would you like it if a man said, "Oh, your link up play is not good," just because of your wingers, bro?
Has the manager asked me to play false 9 before the game, or am I a striker? That's the question I need to know. That's the question I need to know.
But the thing is, you one sec.
My preference is ball playing striker. One sec. You might know what my preference is. My preference is ball playing striker.
By the way, yeah.
Not like big fast brutes. You might know that, bro.
Yeah, but by the way, if we're gonna do that, then Man United's setup at the start of the season is not really in any case to set up for a striker. When you want to talk about false 9, how many times have we seen a Hojlund just drop deep rather than staying at the edge of the man or the edge of the back forward so he can get a run in behind? With the final ball to him, he might do something. He doesn't receive anything. So Man United's only starting to get going a little bit, where we've seen the front three score now, and also in the Champions League as well, and obviously chipped him by a couple midfielders and stuff like that. But he hasn't really been set up for him to really thrive and to have multiple chances like a Watkins at the moment, like a Evan Ferguson, like a João Pedro, like a Nunes, like a Jota, like a Jackson. And for him to really criticize, if his finishing's all that, he's unlimited chances, G. And you either take them or you don't. But it doesn't mean if you can't, maybe he's not clutch at the moment. Maybe he's not that clutch guy, but that's what he is at Man United as a striker. You have to take your moments, because guess what? They're counting as clutch moments right now because they're not in abundance.
Do you know where I give him even more leeway as well? Because of Man United's incompetence to create, you're seeing Hojlund drop in to create something. You know, perfect example, Galatasaray. Was it Galatasaray at Old Trafford? KAS gets the ball from his own half, beats out 2-man, dinks it over the keeper, bro. Hojlund's having to do that. So when the chances do fall in the box, in the 6-yard box, whatnot, he's not there because he's already been trying to. Few and far between, bro. This is where I think it'll be disingenuous. Few and far between. It's not been on a consistent basis, bro.
When he goes 0-10 against Newcastle, we'll be back. We'll be back again. Okay, back here again, right?
All right,
cool.
Right, can we move on now? This is too long, man.
That's fine. Any score predictions? Score predictions. Jealous of what? Of 0 and 9.
I didn't say jealous. I don't think I used the word jealous, but I can't remember what I said. Anyways, I wasn't jealous.
Got me bigger than Nunes. That's what this guy's got me.
Anyways, I don't care. I'm going 1-0 Man United. 1-0 Man United. Hojlund. And guess what? It'll go down to VAR and it'll be given.
I think Fernandez has a good game. I don't know why. I feel like Fernandez. Like,
To be fair, he's batted up Bruno Guimaraes all the times that we actually played Bruno Guimaraes and Bruno Fernandes in actual games, whether it's League Cup final and all that kind of stuff. I don't think he played in the Cup. I'm not too sure if he did.
I'll be real. I feel
he batted him up still.
I do feel like Bruno Fernandes loves the dogfight, innit? So LFC Aaron behave. But yeah, I was
gonna say.
I do believe Bruno Fernandes likes a dogfight, and I feel like they're gonna make it a dogfight. So let's say 1-1. I'm gonna stick with 1-1. ROMZ?
Wait.
Chat score prediction, by the way.
You know what? I'm going Hojlund bags, but I think it's basketball games, goals galore. I'm going 4-2 Newcastle still. I think Hojlund does bag. I'm going to go Bruno and Hojlund to bag, but I actually think it's going to get to 2-2. I think Newcastle take the lead, United come back 2-2, and then I just think St. James Park just does its thing and they get a comfortable. You know, when the scoreline doesn't reflect the performance, I think that's going to be the case for Newcastle, but they got too much quality going forward. So yeah, 4-2 Newcastle.
Would you put money on Hojlund scoring?
No, but you don't do that, Monts, because I don't do goal score. I don't do goal score. No, you know me. I never bet on goal score.
You had to. I think Fernandes bags. I think Fernandes is bagging. Fernandes is scoring.
Yeah, maybe.
I think Fernandes. I think it goes.
Fernandes. I think Fernandes and Hojlund are bagging. Would I put money on either of them? No.
So what you got? What you got? 22.
40. 40 Newcastle.
Ross. Okay. Ross.
It's a high scoring game, but I can.
It's going to be end to end, bro.
Okay. Right. Let's move on because we haven't got too much time. Man City versus Spurs. I obviously spent less time on this because I just don't think this takes much of a conversation to have.
Yeah.
But,
Can I just say, George, if you watch this on the playback, I watched you lot stream an hour ago on Never a Foul. George is being too naive like his manager. Horses for courses, bro. You can't. Yes, we know how he likes to play, but you can't stick to your principles when you have Man City. It is D-Day today. But bro, if they play this high line against Doku and Haaland, it's suicide, bro. It's absolute suicide. And the thing is, they will. So therefore, I think it's going to be a spanking. Like you said, Mont, there's no real reason to speak about this game for too much longer. I genuinely think Ange isn't going to change the way he plays, and I think City carved them open for pillar to post, man.
Fair enough. KAS?
Well, this is good. You got Emerson Royale and Ben Davies. I don't even care if you bring in Dyer. Not even the point.
Back.
Basuma's back. That does help. Basuma being back does help, but the level of control of what's needed in that game.
What about Sarr? I
don't even know if Papa Sarr's there, G. I know he was out last time, and I can't really see him. Maybe he does start. I'm not too sure, but we could be legit seeing a. Oh my word! Maybe Kulusevski might have to go in the middle or something like that. Because I think it might be Hoy. He might play Basuma, Højbjerg, and maybe Skip. It might be a defensive three. It might suit them to do that in hindsight because they got nothing going forward. To get them going forward, shall I say? Pedro Porro, I can't see. There's no way I can't. Anyone that sees Tottenham having a weird win or something like that, nah, man. Can't see it. Don't see it. Won't see it. Haaland might have some fun. So let's see if Ange is a hypocrite and whatnot, or he actually sticks to his principles of playing this, a typical high line, fullback, quite high and wide. Sometimes even drifting in the middle. So we'll see if it even this should have Jeremy Doku written all over it, innit?
Facts.
I hear it. So I don't know, man. I don't think the game's going to be as crazy as everyone thinks it's going to be. I think Spurs have to be a little bit more resolute and can't be as open, or they will get torn apart. If they play that high line, it's just.
Months. We all know they have to, but will they? And I genuinely think they won't.
Exactly.
It's not even a point. Most City players, think about it: Kanji, Diaz, Haaland, Walker, even to an extent, you could say, Rodri, even Grealish to an extent. Again, look, they got tall players. They're starving in the air, G. Tottenham are starving in the air.
By the way, there's just under 200 people in the house, and we're actually only on 80 likes. I know that the arguments get quite heated and people get distracted and stuff, but now's your chance to quickly get the likes all the way up to 100. We're 20 lakhs away, and there's obviously, if there's 180 viewers in here right now, we can easily get that done. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this content. Remember, every lunchtime we're going to be having these shows. There's also the evening shows later with me, Casey, Corey, and whatnot, where it's going to get a little bit more as toxic as well. So make sure you do smash the like button, and let's get all the way up to 100 likes. And also make sure you subscribe to Never a Foul. I'm going to go 2-0 City simply because, I don't think I think the game's going to be a bit more cagey than people think. I just generally, and the way, and people forget that Spurs were very good against Villa, despite having the injuries that they had, and they couldn't get the ball over the line. Son actually has a hat trick on the other day, and that game is actually 5-1 or 5-2. That game ends 5-2. You know, Spurs had the ball in the net in abundance of times. I think some.
Yeah, they got two offside. Was it 2 offside goals?
That's one thing I will say, Monty. You make a very good point because they played much better than I expected. They were actually quality that first half. You have to give credit when credit's due. But word to you, this is Man City. This is City, bro. Different cat. And you know what? If this was at Tottenham's ground, I'd hear you. But I don't think I've even given my prediction. Just before you go back onto your prediction of the game, I genuinely think it's 5-1 to City, bro. I just think they're gonna batter them. Because Deep Hitmons, even last year, with the way they were playing pragmatic and that.
Sorry, where's Kaz's soundboard? I said, where's Kaz's soundboard when you need it? But go on, sorry, carry on.
It is here, but I just have nothing saved on it, man.
Do you know what it is, Mons? Last year, City put 4 past them after going 2-0 down, and Spurs were playing pragmatic. So imagine if they're highlight. Because listen, if I watch that first 5 minutes of the game, Mons, and Ange isn't doing this highline, my prediction will change in game. But if he's still going to be naive, actually, forget the word naive. If he's going to be an idiot, bro, Man City will score minimum 4, bro. I think it will be 5-1. Spurs will get a consolation. They'll hit Man City on the counter. There might be a lapse in concentration, and they'll get a consolation goal. But, bro, yeah, man, this ain't going to be pretty for Spurs. And as much you can say injury suspension, that 4 on the bounce, I don't care who you are. I don't even care if you're a Sunday League team, bro. 4 losses on the bounce isn't good for anyone. No way. But yeah,
let me just quickly get the Premier League table up, because obviously, I want to just kind of let people know what obviously you guys probably know already. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of what's actually at stake, but I don't like the expectation excuse for Spurs. Oh, we weren't supposed to be here anyway. It's not that.
Yeah, no. Expectations change during the season, and we all know that. Every single team, by the way, not just one, all of them.
I'm a big
for
fan
yourself, Kaz.
Yeah, because Liverpool went from let's get Champions League to maybe we can win the league. Arsenal's gone from obviously what they did last season to obviously winning the league. Like their expectations doesn't need to change this year. Man United right now, first 5 games of the season, you're thinking, fuck, we'd be lucky to even get 8th or 10th at this point. Now it's like, okay, it's within reach. Like it is what it is. You can't knock an end. Tottenham have done well, but they've been very unfortunate. But so have Chelsea, so have Newcastle, so have Man United. We've all been unfortunate, even Man City as well.
Kaz, if we're being honest, Kaz, you lot have probably been the most. If we're going to be objective about it, you lot have probably been the most unfortunate.
Be honest, if we had Lissandro and probably Varane as our partnership, and Luke Shaw still fit, and who else went out? There was a fair few others. Maybe.
Did you not see the compilation? Did you not see the compilation of Luke Shaw with the Big Show music?
Oh my god,
that was hilarious. I've not laughed in a while.
Look at this, yeah. Look at this.
Spurs
are actually 3. Yes, cool. United are 2 points off them. Newcastle 3 points off them.
We got above them, G.
But obviously, look at this. Spurs being 3 points off of Man City. Yeah, I know this game looks like the odds are probably 90%, 95%. Yeah, sorry. No, it's 26 and 29. It's 3 points.
You know what?
I was looking at the top. I didn't click.
When you deep it, Man United's makeshift defense have not been actually that sad considering.
No. Just stop saying that, because I literally got crucified.
No.
Last stream.
No. But when I look at it like that, when I think about it, it's just the goal scoring that's hurt us the most. All the teams.
They crucified me last stream. Please.
This is why we're winning.
Part of the brigade. He was also part of the Crucify MONTS brigade when I said their defense has been a little bit underrated. Like, you know, they all got on to me for that one. So
I heard
please.
you last stream. I heard you this morning as well. I don't.
Hey,
That's something
I'm
I still
telling
don't
you
really
now,
agree
yeah.
with.
Let me next do spot the fraud. Villa, I'm telling you now, Tottenham are not beating West Ham. They're not beating City, and they're not beating Newcastle. Even if they got Romero back, I'm telling you that now. See that Oldham X's, they're going to be all across the board.
I agree with you.
They're going to be all across the board, 100%.
Same way though, Kaz. I don't think you lot are getting anything in your next.
We technically play all right. Somehow we dog it out against West Ham. That's why I say, bro, whatever you want to say.
Wait, where is it? If it's at Old Trafford.
No, it's at West Ham, but we usually dog it out to a.
To be fair, do you know why I'll give you this one? Because West Ham at home, they've not been the greatest. They scraped past, I think it was Forest. They lost against Everton. They've not been the greatest at home of recent.
We'll see, anyways. Now Villa, see, same thing with Villa. You could say Villa in a couple of those games have been frauds as well. G, like that Tottenham game, they were dog shit away from home. Yeah.
Who was Villa playing?
Villa are playing
Bournemouth away.
Bro, wait,
that's got a draw written all over it. Bournemouth have been cold of recent. That's got a draw written all over it.
At home, Bournemouth are not sad.
If Villa smack them, yeah, they actually go top of. You know, they go top of the league. If Arsenal they could go top of the league or joint top for a little bit.
They're away from when they come. I think when it comes to top teams, even against Man United and all that kind of stuff.
Sunday, actually, I like they play on Sunday.
When it comes to like Liverpool's, when they have to go, or they've already been Liverpool. To be fair, they've already been Liverpool, and I think they've already been. They've already been to your gaff, Villa, innit?
We smacked them.
They've been to your gaff, and I think they went to Newcastle's gaff. Have they been to Arsenal yet?
No.
See, when it comes to these top teams away from home, even just the Brian or whoever it may be, yeah, they're gonna drop points. It's a matter of when.
Remember, I still give them credit because they've had a very shaky start to the season with the big loss that they had.
They just been scoring. They've scored the second most goals alongside Newcastle. And Newcastle won them games were 8. To be fair, one of them goals to Newcastle, they scored 8 goals in.
Bro, Villa have scored more goals than Liverpool, bro. My team, the best attack in the league. Best attack in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is mad.
Best attack in the no Jacob Ramsey there as well.
Teammate makes a big point. He's a baller for them, bro. You could argue he should even start. He won't start, but when he was starting, Monts, remember what he did to us at Anfield back end of last season, bro.
Bro, even Newcastle got 31 goals. Yes, I know none of them came against one team, but they don't even have Willock. Willock ain't even there. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, back to Tottenham. Guys, let me get your score predictions. Tottenham versus City in the chat. Score predictions for Tottenham versus City. Yeah, that game's gonna be a bit mad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just still thinking like if Tottenham were to do the unthinkable, they can go joint. Like I hate the fact that Tottenham fans are kind of like, yeah, cool, we're probably gonna lose this game, but it's fine because we're going in the right direction and we weren't expected to be where we are anyway. Bro, I'll be real. The fact that Spurs have lost 3 games in a row and are still only 4 points off top of the league tells me where they really were. They really were there. Yeah. You dropped 9 points in 9. And you're only 4 points off the top.
Goes to show everything you need to know, innit? Them injuries killed them.
I know, but it's the fact that, bro, like, they're still there.
And we be honest here, yeah? And I want people to listen carefully, because no way I thought
they're the full team. They'd definitely beat Wolves. They might have drawn against Chelsea or still beat them. You never know. And then obviously, I think they would beat Villa as well. They would be right now. I'd say they'd probably be about 4.
Not even just that,
4 points clear, maybe at this point.
This ain't me saying Spurs would ever going to win the league, because you know how people in the comments are like, oh, ROMZ thinks they would have won the league. But let's be honest. After that Chelsea loss, don't lie, it was a big relief because as much as Spurs were like, once you saw that loss, you're kind of like, finally, man, fucking hell, they were doing too much. They were actually cold. Word to what you said once, they were actually there. Like, they were there.
100%.
100 million quadrillion %.
I said they're the best team, bro. I said Spurs are the best team in the league on form.
You gave them their credit still.
I kept saying this, like, bro, because whoever's the best team, I'll give them their credit in it. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even put it past them for Levy to let my man down as well. I wouldn't put it past it.
Last one, let's run through the score predictions, guys. We're gonna save can Arsenal save? You know, in the title where it says will Arsenal stay top? We're gonna save that for 5:30 with me, Casey,
you've had 4 draws,
Corey and whatnot later on today. So at 5:30,
we draw bare, bro.
At 5:30, guys, we're gonna save the Arsenal talk for them. That's because we're actually going to have Arsenal representatives, so it's going to make more sense. Now let's just get the score predictions of a few of the games. So Liverpool, Fulham, I'm going to go 4-0 Liverpool. Chat, let me know what you're thinking. ROMZ, what are you thinking?
I'm going 2. I think it's a game where we miss bare chances and we not just about, but 2-0.
KAS?
3-1.
3-1. Arsenal versus Wolves. I'm going 1-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
You think they can
That's
see?
not gonna. That's not gonna be as easy as Arsenal fans think, and they're pissed off from their last game.
I don't think they can see.
Arsenal still win.
Yeah, no. Yeah, 2. I'm still saying 2-1. 2-1 Arsenal.
And Chelsea, Brighton.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea. I think even Action Jackson probably scores this game, but I see Sterling bagging.
I'm gonna go 0-0.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
I hope for a Brighton win. I hope Liverpool lose, and I definitely hope Arsenal lose as much as Liverpool as well. I'm hoping for a really good weekend. Bring back the algorithms. Liverpool need a loss. I can't lie. You man need a loss somewhere down this line. I'm tired of the fact is, monsters.
Do you want me to be honest with you, Kaz? Do you want me to be honest with you? I genuinely can't see where our next loss is coming from.
I've seen your next 5-6 fixtures, and I feel like, bro, you know what? You played so many games at home,
Us.
It feels like it, anyways. Every time I look,
I think it's been 50-50. I think it's been 50-50 because we had bare away games at a point.
Other than Chelsea, and
they're waiting for Mattis. They're waiting for Mattis. I'm just saying.
I am waiting. There must be a way.
Let me ask you this as a rival, yeah. Let me ask you this as a rival, Kaz. When can you generally see us next losing in the league?
When the games get going through Europa, probably January, Feb times. I can't lie.
As I said, we should have 0 losses, but because obviously for obvious reason we have 1 loss on the board. We should have 0
but you still lost.
You know we don't play in the Europa League till mid to late March. We've got obviously after the last group game, we've got a rest now, bro.
I know. But listen, people.
But then you got Carabao next, innit, and all that kind of stuff.
Guys, there's 200 people in the chat, and we're on 89 likes. So as we're closing up, please get this video to 100 likes. It is free. It is just below. I understand I talk a lot of shit, but listen. This is just
I tell them to check out the new channel.
Make sure you check out the new channel, NAF Reacts. Obviously, there's going to be loads of stuff coming out of that when we actually going to be laughing and stuff like that. Big up Never a Fan. Make sure you go subscribe to them. Go and follow ROMZ on all of his socials. I have to head over to Mo's show. I'm about 25 minutes late. So, you got me. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, anything else you want to say before we close out?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
It is D-Day today. You have Man City.
Monts, I do. You lot, I know you're watching from all over the world, but if you're in the UK, wrap up. This weather is not a joke. Keep warm.
What the fuck? Dude, like, come on, be real.
You came to get a drink, man, for boys.
Fucking drink.
And T-Way, I said loss, not drop
links
points.
in there.
I said our next loss. But hang on, sorry.
Yeah, links in there anyway. All right, there's gonna be bear shit. I'm telling you now, there's gonna be bear shit at me and Monts, mainly me and Monts. I'm not gonna kid you. Your shit football takes, your reactions after games. We might even catch one of our reactions, but when we eventually lose as well, it'll be mad.
Watch alongs, maybe. Take care, people.
Fuck Liverpool, man.